Testing 1, 2. Testing. This is 1, 2. Test the 2 rod, 2 head broadcast network. This is a test. 2 head broadcast network. This is only a test. Right, just talk to that.
In the event of an emergency, there would be different procedures shared.
And the popcorn available.
651.
No, 71.
No noise. Audio test. Can you hear us? Sounds like they cannot hear us. Dave, can you hear John? John or Brian or both?
Just get in the background from the actually cover up the microphone. Testing 1, 2, testing.
I can hear you.
But I wonder if it's just because I have the phone nearby.
Yeah, it's probably the.
It's really faint, so
Yeah.
you hear more noise than noise.
All right, let's strap it up, Brian.
All right, maybe next time. Good effort though. It looks impressive. It looks impressive.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Greeley Gymnasium, home of the Greeley Rangers, for tonight's matchup between the Rangers and the Oxford Hills Vikings. This is a rematch of an unbelievable contest from last season, Greeley winning 62-61. And Brian, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty excited. I am joined by Brian Clement, a great basketball mind in the greater Portland area, and dad of Camille Clement. Brian, what do you see with this matchup tonight?
Oh, thanks for the kind words, John. I'm not sure that's deserving, but I think it'll be a good game. I mean, you have the Oxford Hills has been the two-time AA champion the last 2 years. Greeley was the 1 seed last year, got upset, but won the 2 gold balls behind it. So you got 4 gold balls in the last 3 years between these teams, and we've had 3 really good games in a row. Greeley has won all 3, but they've all been highly competitive, close games right down to the end. So we'll see if that trend continues.
Yes,
Oxford Hills wins the coin toss and starts with the ball. And so
Oxford Hills is number 3, Cassie Dumont.
Yeah, she's a good player.
20 points in her last game in a win over Lake Region. And that ball's turned over there. Oxford plays a very difficult 1-3-1 zone at times, a trapping defense. Let's see what they set up in here. Looks like man-to-man defense out of the gate.
Does look like man. I think you'll see some full court press. You'll see some 1-3-1 and some man-to-man. Graver dribbles baseline, cut off, back to Dean. Nice little bumps.
Cassidy Dean gets the start tonight, Brian.
Yes.
Playing in the middle, probably to match the size of Oxford Hills.
Yeah. Looks like Delisle will be coming off the bench. We got a little dribble handoff and dribble drive.
Nice shot. Basket's good by Allie Corbett, Brian.
Yeah, Molly Corbett, and it's 3-0 off the backboard.
I know Coach Flaherty wants to pressure the ball against these guards, disrupt them.
And that ball's out of reach for Cassidy Dean, and we're off to a little bit of a slow start again.
Ella Kellogg on the drive.
Here comes Graver to Obar. Little runner. Cassidy Dean with a rebound up high. She gets fouled. Nice job.
Great job. Great job keeping the ball up, Brian.
Absolutely.
She was fouled while shooting.
The foul's on Brooklyn Alexander.
We have some great guard play here, but Brooklyn Alexander's 14 points in our last contest, win over Lake Region.
First one for Dean is soft, but a little short. And it remains 3-0 Oxford Hills. Second one is up, and same result. Falls off Sophia Ippolito.
Oxford Hills coached by Nate Pelletier. He's done a great job over the years building this program. And as you said, Brian, they're the back-to-back AA Class A state champs.
Yeah, he's been there a long time. They have a good tradition, good youth program, and it pays dividends. The JV team was strong today too. Ippolito, nice pressure on Corbett and causes a turnover.
Abby Taylor in the game for the Rangers. She replaces Cassie Dean.
Here comes Graver. Graver's assertive early. First 3 possessions attacking the rim, and that is a foul on Corbett.
Did a great job splitting the defenders, drawing the foul. Graver on the inbound.
Graver to Clement.
Camille's first touch of the game on the offensive side, and she
And
scores.
little spin move.
Camille with 31 points, and the win over York. With inside-out action.
Long shot. That would have been the second
Use of the backboard.
That
On
would
the
have
third.
been the second interesting use of the backboard. They're not going to get that one.
That was Brooklyn Alexander on the shot.
I didn't hear what he said, but Pelletier had a funny comment. Got some laughter from the refs.
3-2
Graver
early
to
going,
Clement.
Brian.
Over to Ippolito for a 3, and
Oh,
no
nice
good, but
extra
Molly
effort
Obar gets the
there.
rebound. Oh, just misses it.
Abby Taylor with the tip. Good job.
I did everything but go in.
I bet Molly wants that one back.
Yeah.
Nice drive in the lane by Dumont.
Dumont gets her own rebound, and
Versus
somebody's
the ball.
open. And it looks like Sugars lose it out of bounds. White ball.
When you see this early on, this is both teams coming into this game knowing it's going to be a tough matchup. So a little bit of nerves early, missing shots that they normally make.
Looks like we're in a zone. Graver over to Obar. Ippolito was wide open for a second.
The basket.
Off to Clement, into Obar, back to Graver. Over to Clement. And I'm not sure what happened there, but
Well, Brian, I'll be the Tommy Heinsohn that time. I don't think Camille deliberately threw that ball sideways out of bounds. Someone must have hit a rock.
Flaherty gave us a wow, so he didn't appear to like that. 3-2, baseball and hockey score. Back to Cass to Dumont. Nice job by Graver. Nice job by Graver. Oh,
Hand in the passing lane. It looks like.
maybe the other hand on
Yeah, they got one Gravier.
Alexander.
Coach is excited over there. Hard to tell with the mask on what he's saying.
I think he was hoping for a 5 count.
Yeah.
Oxford Hills inbounds the basketball. Key to this game will be Graver staying out of foul trouble, trying to contain.
She definitely
Nice
has a
defense.
Excellent defense.
Great
Brian. I was
defense.
just going to say she has the toughest
comes
assignment
Obar.
tonight. Oh, good catch and shoot by Molly.
Whoa.
Rushed it a little bit. They always like it when Molly's shooting the ball. Tough drive in the lane.
Spin drive by, that looks like Kellogg.
Yes. Nice drive in the lane.
Makes it 5-2.
Basket's good. White. 3. 1 shot.
Good to see Kayla Delisle in her first action. She replaces Molly Obar. Oh yes, Patrick.
The foul shot is off, and Taylor gets the rebound.
Mike Cirillo on the scoreboard tonight. He is
Clement to
the
Taylor.
original
Back
Zara,
to
the
Clement.
Nepco illustrator.
Clement
With
to
a good
Graver,
look.
and it's
she
good.
buries it.
Nice find and nice shot by Graver.
Oxford overplayed Camille a little bit, and Camille did a nice job finding the open player.
Trust your teammate. Really in a man-to-man half court. Delisle and Sugars, the two tallest post players out 23 feet from the basket. Little back screen.
Oh.
Here comes Clement. And I was wondering about the numbers there. It looked like a 1-on-2 and was worried that it might be ill-advised, but Clement splits the 2. And
Right
Dumont
back.
comes
Dumont
back with a
with a
3. 8-7, Oxford Hills.
Comes that trapping defense.
It's like
What's the
Oxford
key to
Hills.
breaking this, Brian, when they trap on that right side?
Corners are going to be open in 1-3-1. Clement to Graver. Spacing, of course, is key to Ippolito. Over to Clement in the corner.
Good look.
That one is long. Catches the end of Abby's.
Abby holding her
Taylor's
hand. She
finger.
appears to be injured, but she
The
is
ball goes
tough.
back to Greeley.
Coached Abby when she was younger, and if she ever did get hurt or admitted she was hurt, her dad, Bob, Dr. Bob, would never have any sympathy for her. And so we had this little saying whenever she got hurt, Taylor's a tough.
Yeah,
And,
I think that's
you're
true.
seeing it right now.
I think that's true. And Greeley ball tipped out by Oxford Hills.
And coach gets Cassidy Dean and Molly Obar back in the game. Gives Abby a little spell, still holding her hand over behind in her seat on the bench. Graver now to inbound.
Graver to Obar, back to Graver. Looks like we're in Oxford Hills is in man-to-man now. Nice drive, but that's probably a little asking a lot. That's a tough pass for Dean to handle. Number 4.
Kellogg. Put back.
Looked like we might have had an over the back there, but no call. Oxford Hills gets the rebound, and it's 10-7.
Brooklyn Alexander with a basket. 2 minutes left in the first.
That's a good split.
Good look underneath.
Cassidy Dean and a jump ball.
Find.
Greeley's a little hurried,
Right.
a little rushed.
I'd like to see more patience, Brian.
Yes. Graver better do something with it. And here comes Oxford Hills.
This is Kellogg with a pull-up.
And it's in 12-7.
Ella Kellogg, a senior.
Clement over to
Moving the ball.
Obar.
Now you get the open look,
Ippolito.
Brian.
That's
There
a
it
good
is.
pass. Not a lot of offensive rebounding.
But that's just what you said, Brian. 2 passes and you get an open look at a 3.
Yeah, there's a errant pass comes back to Clement. And charge on Clement.
Yeah.
White, 2, player control.
So I was curious about the player control foul and the charging call. Same thing, right?
Yeah. Probably should have pulled up on that one or waited for reinforcements.
Hallie Roy in. Kayla Delisle back. Coach wanted. Graver is up on the ball on Dumont. This is Sugars with the ball.
Graver's to Corbett. Long, and here comes Obar.
Don't have numbers here, Brian. She pulls it back out.
Ali Roy back to Obar, into Delisle. There's good patience. And fortunately, Obar tracks it down.
The shot didn't go in, but I like that last possession, Brian. 2 passes. Attack and pass.
With 34 seconds left. Graver's going to try to break down Dumont. Little pull-up shot.
Good look.
Nice rebound
Good
by
job by
Delisle.
Delisle underneath.
And she misses it. Ali Roy up and off. Another rebound by
Look
Delisle.
at the effort underneath, Brian. Great job, and they kick it back out
12
and get another
seconds left.
possession with 10 seconds left. 5 on the
Toledo,
clock.
Graver's got to make something happen
Gotta
here.
shoot. 2 on the clock. Oh, he's gonna shoot it.
I'm not sure if they didn't realize the time on the clock, but that's something that they got to pay attention to.
Well, it's one of the things that we have no one in the gym. Maybe the bench starts calling that out.
Right.
A lot of times you'll hear somebody
Good
from the
call.
stands calling that down.
Yes.
So 12-7, Brian. Thoughts early on?
Yeah, I think really just needs to settle down. I mean, 7 points in the quarter is a rough outing. They had several good shots that bounced around, putbacks that didn't go in, but I also feel like probably a little more patience. And I love to see them get up and down the court a little bit more so that they get easy baskets in transition. But it's early in the season, and really as good as they've been in the last 4 or 5 years, I would not describe them as a fast starting team.
Yeah.
Historically. Well, we'll see if they can get it going here.
Well, as you said, we were talking earlier, Brian, the 3-point shot has changed the game, so just a 2-possession game here. Oxford Hills gets Skylar Truman in the game, sophomore.
She had a really nice JV game. There she goes, lefty, and it's in.
Well done.
14-7.
Skylar Truman. Favors up ahead.
Good things happen when you push the ball with a pass. Oxford Hills wasn't set. They are out of position, and they pick up a foul. I'd like to see more of that.
We talked about that last game. That was really well done. Created the foul. 3 team fouls on each team.
Graver to Clement, and
There
it's
it
good.
is.
14-10. Really needed that one. But
That
good
was
ball
a big-
movement and good patience.
Absolutely, Brian. That was a big basket. 14-10 now.
That is good defense by Graver.
Lucky foul.
I'm going to put that in the category of I don't know what else they want her to do.
Great job, Chelsea.
I thought Chelsea beat her to the position, but maybe not. It is possible that I have a slight bias. And Sugars into the paint and up, and no good, a foul on Cassidy Dean.
The big spry, you always want them to go straight up, and you can see she kind of reached over, and that's an easy call.
Yes. That's 2 on Graver. Be interesting to see if Coach Flaherty leaves her in or takes her out for a second to remind her that she's going to have to be careful.
Yeah, especially with her defensive assignment that she has. And on cue, Coach. Abby Taylor comes back, replaces Chelsea. And Sugars at the line. Gets it in. Love it when the forwards can make their foul shots.
Yeah. Looks like Greeley or Oxford Hills is man-to-man. Clement in the corner to Taylor. Obar, Ippolito turns it over. Nice hustle by Camille Clement. Oh boy. Good rebound by Taylor, and here comes Camille.
Great
the
drive by
backboard and
Camille.
in.
I almost said they don't have the numbers, Brian, but
Had a flashback to that offensive foul before.
Yeah.
And here comes Sugars into the corner for number 15. Rebound Camille. Here comes Ippolito. 3 for Clement. That one's off.
Pretty good look there. She had someone underneath, Brian. I like that shot.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Sugars in the lane.
Sugars, and that's not someone that you want to leave alone. Dumont up front in the corner to Truman, and she knocks it in. I'm not sure why she's playing JV.
Me either, Brian.
19-12.
Great shot.
Oxford Hills.
She's got 5 quick points after coming in. Ollie left side.
Little floater by Obar. I'm not.
He's gonna set it through.
Nice 2-on-1 break.
21-12 now.
What's happened in the JV game? Greeley got beaten down the court a lot. A lot of confusion on the Greeley side. Clement to Obar. Obar, that one is off, and it's off Greeley. I'm sorry. Boy, it looked like it was off 14.
It might have hit Abby Taylor's foot.
Really sluggish offensive start for Greeley, and they trail 21-12. Flaherty calls a timeout.
Yeah, Coach
Be interesting to
wants
see
talk
if
it over.
Graver comes back in the game.
That last possession, I'm sure Coach didn't like the spacing on that. They were getting good looks when they were moving the ball, which is what you said. A couple of nice passes, they get a good open look, and they can attack the basket. I'm really impressed with Skylar Truman, who comes in here and scores 5 quick points.
Nice impact early.
You might say she was warmed up from the
She had a good JV game, that's for sure.
So we have a big media personality in the house.
Yes. Shout out to Michael Hoffer.
Great Michael Hoffer, Media Mike as I call him. here covering the game.
A gift to high school basketball
He's
in Maine.
He's a gift to
Terrific stories, terrific detail.
I mean, what memories that he's able to create for families, for them to look back and I swear he tries to get every kid's name in that article somehow, somewhere.
I don't want his boss to hear this, but I think he'd be doing this for free. I don't think they need to pay him. This is
I think that's true.
I might have just lost a friend, and Hoffer might have just lost some income.
I think his beautiful wife likes seeing him out of the house.
Yeah, that's true too. 21-12. Oxford Hills with the ball. Ippolito's going to pick up Dumont.
Dumont and Truman in the backcourt.
Clement steals the ball. And it goes back to Oxford Hills. Sugar's out.
Colbert with a miss. Rebound.
Another offensive rebound.
Alexander. Oxford Hills gets a chance to reset it. Dumont at the top of the key with Ippolito now on her. Graver in foul trouble.
Nice defense by Ippolito.
Absolutely.
Clement gets a hand on it. And driving layup for Oxford Hills.
Ryan, it's great pressure defense on the ball, but we gave up, at the end of the day, we gave up a layup.
Yep. I'd be less concerned about pressure on the ball and a little more about protecting the paint, but that's easy to say from here. And that may not have been on Sophia Ippolito. That may have been on the help position more than her.
Yeah.
Here comes Ippolito. Clement.
23-12, 4:20 left in the first half.
Clements gets a crowd. And that one I may have
got
gotten.
a hand on that, Brian.
I think really better get back.
Turn around.
Quicker to the basketball. That ball is off Greeley. I'm sorry, off Oxford Hills.
Yeah. Great job by Strippers getting the loose ball underneath. You got to win those loose balls, Brian, have a chance here.
Yeah, for sure. How you dig back into games. Here comes Ippolito. Obar. One and done. Nice job by Delisle. Here comes Clement.
Neal in transition.
Not sure what happened. Somebody goes down. And another easy layup for Oxford Hills. 25-12. They're getting out hustled right now.
Yeah, as you said, Brian, that's one of those ones where you got to sprint back.
Long pass, too long into the post. Here comes Delisle to Clement. And it's one. We got a lot of Oxford Hills people back and not so much
Great drive.
take by Clement. We're probably going to need more of that, but I guess start on the defensive end. Flaherty's going to go back to Chelsea Graver, and I think that's probably the right call. It's going to be could be a big travel on Sugars.
25-14, 2:41 left as Graver returns. Abby Taylor goes to the bench. Graver was playing a lot of energy, both on
maybe
both.
a little amped up, playing against her father's alma mater.
Okay.
Clement to Obar. Gosh, she's a good shooter, and that she's not feeling it tonight yet. One shot away from getting
That's
hot,
right.
though.
Shooters shoot, and volley can get hot. And we need her to get hot and stay hot.
I'm not sure why.
Confusing there, Brian.
I don't blame Flaherty for being upset about that one. That was a questionable call. That referee was a long way at half court making that call. I'm gonna strongly disagree with that one.
Yeah,
And Flaherty is furious.
He's not happy.
One of the more gentlemanly coaches in the league or in the state, and he's letting him hear it.
Yep.
I'm gonna
It's a
say,
lot for coach to get wound up.
and now we got to travel. And the reality, I don't think Flaherty's issue was that the call went against him. I think that it was overruled,
Right.
and it was
the
from a
furthest-
long way away.
Right.
But maybe it was right. We don't know. Graver's looking for Clement. There's Obar. Back to Graver. Ippolito. Into Clement in the post.
To make the defense move, right, Brian? So
Yep.
There's Graver. That's a nice job by Graver. Gotta get out of the
And
paint.
Clement's
Gotta get
getting
out of the
held.
paint. Yep, 3 seconds.
3 seconds as the Harms are literally holding.
Oh, we need to stop here,
I give
Brian.
Oxford Hills
1:37.
credit.
We need to stop.
25-14, and Coach Flaherty has Ippolito on Dumont, which is probably wise. Here comes Sugar.
Listen, the help is there.
Foul on Delisles, and I think that'll be
That might be
one-on-one.
Chris in the bonus, Brian. That's 17 fouls on Greeley. Victoria Sugars at the line, 25-14, 1:24 left in the first half. And Brian, I think it takes excellent mental discipline to be a dad and be able to sit here and do this.
I'm not sure I'm exercising it very well. Shout out to Roger and Carolyn Levesque. Tremendous fans at Greeley over the years. Watching from Florida.
Roger was got to know Roger in the early '90s when his son Roger played baseball. I know Roger was a
Tremendous
very
athlete. His son
Yes. Yep.
played professional soccer.
Yep.
Captain of the Stanford soccer team.
Yep.
And played professional soccer for a long time.
For the Seattle franchise. And Roger Sr. himself was a fine baseball player for the University of New Hampshire. So the referee says, you can't do that, Brian. You can't
Camille
do
was
that.
pleading for the ball. She had a shorter player on the coast in the post, and I'm not sure a Greeley teammate saw her, but nice job by Truman battling.
1:16 left.
Nice little bank shot from Graver.
Well done by
16-27. Now we got to play some defense.
kiss off the glass.
Well done by Graver.
27-16.
Really?
Brian, 1 minute to play. 1 minute in the first half.
Oxford Hills is patient, and they throw the ball out of bounds. They set up that back screen on the baseline a lot, which can lead to easy baskets. Coach Flaherty takes Graver out, I guess, to avoid the foul, although it's an offensive possession. And Delisle's got the ball up front. I'm not sure that's what they were looking for, as a point guard anyway. Ippolito to Clement. I'm sorry, Ippolito, Delisle to Ippolito.
35 seconds left in the first half. They're on the floor, loose ball.
That's a turnover on an entry pass. Somebody got their hand on it.
They don't want to go in the half. Giving up any more baskets.
Oxford Hills is going to wait.
Can't foul here. They're in the bonus. Good D. Abby Taylor.
11 seconds
Playing for the
left,
last
and the
shot.
ball goes to Corbett.
7 seconds on the clock. D1 on the drive. Sugars on the putback.
27-16. I got to say, Oxford Hills out-hustled Greeley in that half.
Yeah.
Up and down the court, and I would say rebounding as well. Greeley's got some work to do. Hopefully they can put it together in the second half, because that is a slow-scoring half for the Greeley Rangers.
For both teams last year scored 62, 61. Obviously different players playing now. But yeah, the loose balls, it seemed Oxford Hills got all the loose balls and sprinting back a couple times. Two green players underneath the basket and one back for the white team.
Yeah, and this
I'm
is
sure that's what Coach Flaherty is going to talk about in halftime.
And this is a team that things change quickly if Graver comes off the floor.
Really good.
At one point, Graver was off the floor. Clement had an injury and was off the floor, and they kind of seemed discombobulated a little bit.
Yeah, Graver was doing a good job moving the defense and making that pass. She was out of the game in the half court at least. It seemed we were just working the ball around the perimeter. So hopefully we'll get to her. She was able to play with the 2 fouls and not pick up that third one quickly.
I think Oxford Hill showed up tonight remembering 3 years of heartbreaking losses to Greeley, and they may have a little more. They may be a little something to prove, and we'll see if Greeley counters that competitiveness and energy and effort. But so far, it's been an anemic showing, I guess would be a good word for it, for the Rangers. But it is high school basketball, and the score that really matters is the score at the end of the game. So, but they've dug themselves a hole. You don't want to be down 11 points against the 2-time AA state champion with good guard play.
Excellent 3-point shooting. Only 11 points down, though. Mike Cirillo on the scoreboard tonight. Carolyn Clement is your official scorer. As Ryan goes to get the stats, it is a quiet gymnasium. Enough so that Michael Hoffer can start writing his story at halftime without the distraction of a box of popcorn or a soft drink. To thank Sue Obar again for her production support. And after the game, I got a nice some coaching from my daughter. When I said, here comes my favorite player in the game, she said, that is strike one, Dad. Strike one. So we got 2 more strikes here before I'm removed from the broadcast by my very own family. Brian alluded to number 20 for Greeley in the JV game, Anna DeWolf, who, Brian, I don't know if you saw in the newspaper, there's a great article about Anna in the Maine Sunday Telegram.
I did see that, yeah, well deserved.
And the relationship between her and Shane, her brother, who was a Greeley basketball star as well. And he is there as a team manager and also is on the practice squad. But Anna currently in the top 10 in scoring in the nation. Pretty impressive.
You know, she's a really gifted athlete. I used to describe her as a Springer Spaniel. It's like a Springer Spaniel in a field full of butterflies, and even as a little kid, just she had a different gear and a bounce, and springs almost like a Springer Spaniel. And you know, she wasn't just a gifted athlete; she's worked really hard at it.
She really has.
And she was, I would say, was not an excellent outside shooter when she was younger. And even into the first couple of years of her high school age, she didn't need to be. She could go by, get to the rim, the dynamic passer, and developed a floater, and then really developed a long-range shot. So she's a difficult kid to defend. I think of all the things she does well, I think she's just sees the court and is an amazing passer.
She does. She does. It's incredible what she's doing at the college level. I remember my first recollection of Anna was when I went to pick up my son AJ, who was at Shane's house, and Anna was about 4 or 5 years old. And while I was waiting for AJ to come, you know, I was sitting in their living room, and Anna's standing there and on their hardwood floors there in West Cumberland, dribbling a basketball between her legs, holding a full conversation with me.
Inside the house, is encouraged. In
well, it was absolutely encouraged by her dad, Frank, who coached many of these kids. I know he taught me a lot about basketball and did a great job with both the boys and girls in this community for many, many years.
Yeah, put a lot of time in, not just for his own kids, but for other kids in the community as well.
I remember when we were in 5th grade, Frank was the head coach, and I was a guy that knew a lot about baseball. Frank taught the kids defense and the shell drill, and then he taught them charges. And I'll never forget in the state championship game when our boys were seniors, Luke Miller took a charge late in the game, and I couldn't help but think about this charging drill that Frank did with the kids when they were younger, and what great defense that those teams played.
That's great.
And give Frank a lot of credit for that. But we got 4 minutes left and 30 seconds. Any shout-outs you want to do?
Yeah, I'll give you the stats first. So it's been pretty spread out for Oxford Hills, which is good for them. They got depth, and it's showing. Dumont's got 5, Truman's got 5, Kelly's got 6, Sugars has 5, and for Greeley, there are only 2 players have scored. Camille Clement has 12, and Graver has 5. So, that's not enough, obviously. But hopefully, it starts on the defensive end. I have a feeling there's going to be a spirited discussion about effort and pride and competing.
I was watching Coach Flaherty as he was kind of slow walking. He was collecting his thoughts and making sure he picked the right words, and as he headed into the locker room. And I really look for Molly Obar to come back out. And
Molly's had some good looks.
She's had good looks, and she's a great shooter. And a couple of those go in, we got a different ball game. It's certainly not putting on Molly. She's a wonderful player and a great shooter, but she can hit a couple of those in the second half. We could be talking about
Greeley's a long way from out of this game if they compete and they kind of lock it down on the defensive end and are a little more patient on offense. But credit Oxford Hills, they mix up the 1-3-1 and into man. I haven't seen the 2-3, but I think they do play that sometimes. And nothing's been easy for Camille. She's getting plenty of attention and not getting a lot early.
Players every time she catches the ball,
but that means someone else is open and around and with patience and moving the ball. But we've had some pretty close looks. Cassidy Dean had a couple, and Delisle, and Molly's had some nice looks that just haven't fallen. So it's not like this game is out of reach by any stretch of the imaginations, but they got to compete, and sometimes the ball doesn't want to go in the basket, and sometimes you make up for it with the little things, the little effort plays, and so we'll see. Well, this is a good little character test for the Greeley girls. I've been coming to games for 4 years. I don't remember a half when they were held to 16 points. We'll see if they can get it going in the second half. Yeah, other shout-outs. Dave Shapiro, I should say. People pronounce my name Clement, and it's actually Clement, so I should be more sensitive with Dave Shapiro. But he's not here right now. He had to run home for a minute, but boy, he's put a lot of time in and a lot of extra work setting up video cameras and the streaming. And
yes,
this is not easy stuff.
We found out that you cannot play music in the background on YouTube.
Yes.
You have to pay royalties to
copyright
all these copyright fees to these great artists. So that's why you might not hear the music in the background anymore.
A couple other shout outs. I'm going to give one to Rick and Judy Scott, who were just great family. Did a lot for the Boosters program,
yes.
And 2 of the nicest people you'll meet. Their daughter Maddie was a three-sport athlete, and Coach Flaherty called her the Swiss Army knife because she could play positions and fill so many holes. Back to the Levesque, and Julia Martell, Flaherty's nickname for her was the Little Ball of Hate. She's the nicest, wonderful kid, wonderful person, but played with a little anger and a little edge. Yep. And I don't think she was afraid of anybody. Often the smallest player on the court, but she might have been the most tenacious and the toughest. Yeah. And was a joy to watch. Didn't say a word, competed, physical, dove on the floor, and there would be games she wouldn't shoot, and had a terrific game because she played defense and set up her teammates, and she wasn't wired to care that much about that.
Yep. Maybe kind of the role that Abby Taylor plays on this team now, that kind of toughness, unselfish.
Yes, agree. Great
defense.
Yeah, Greeley's got the ball. Let's see if we can get a little mojo going. Graver to Clement. To Obar. Way long. Ippolito with a rebound.
A great offensive possession there. That's what Coach wants to see. And I hope Molly keeps shooting. They're going to fall. Great feed inside. No, great take. Excellent work.
Nice curl, and Clement gets the foul line. I think that pass was from Obar.
That was, yep.
That's a good example of patience, just moving without the ball until you get a good shot. foul shot is long.
Nearly 12 points so far. 27-16, Oxford Hills.
Second one is good. 27-17. Let's see what we got for energy on the defensive end. Ippolito on Corbett, Graver on Dumont.
Molly playing in the middle.
There's a lot of talking from Greeley. Shivers gets the rebound. And a second opportunity. I don't think Flaherty's happy about that one. Good energy, but you got to get the rebound.
They get those offensive
Goes
rebounds.
Obar.
Win those loose balls. Win those 50-50 balls, coach. Graver
Nice
inside.
pass
Great
by
look.
Graver to
Great look.
Dean, and it's in.
Love the way they're getting the ball inside.
Credit Chelsea Graver on that one, but also on Dean for gently putting it in. A little trap here for Greeley. I don't know if it's man, and that's a layup.
Yeah. Gotta see ball, coach. Gotta stop those layups.
A lot of dribbling. Graver, back to Dean, and it's a foul.
Unforced errors. Gotta move the ball with the pass. We say that a lot. I've only done 2 games with you, Brian, but you always talk about moving the ball with the pass without the dribble.
So difficult for defenses when you move the ball with a pass, and it's pretty easy to defend the dribble.
There's Corbett with the three.
Corbett wide open in the corner, and it's 29-34.
Molly Corbett.
Molly Obar. No good.
So far today. 34-19, Oxford Hills, 6 minutes left. Dumont left side with Gravier defending. There's Corbett.
Ippolito on Corbett. Little dribble drive action. I might want to have a hand up on that one. Nice shot by Corbett. I'm not sure
Up. The second
how many
three,
she needs to make before Greeley comes out and defends that.
37-19.
Obar long again.
Ippolito for three.
And it's
That's a
good.
good shot. We needed that one. Coach with the timeout.
22-37. Good shot by Ippolito.
Great
Still
shot.
15 points, so better energy by Greeley for sure. But they've left some open shooters, and
Some of the things we saw in the first half, gave up an easy layup over here. Don't get an offensive rebound. Those are the little things that turn a game.
yeah, and I would say Dumont and Corbett are the 2 3-point shooters. Those are the 2 that you gotta be aware of. The other 3 are not. That's not their strength.
Right.
But so you got to know your player. There are drivers, there are shooters, and but of course Oxford Hills finding ways to get those players open. I think Flaherty rolled the dice a little bit and went into a trap, but that leaves shooters open in the corner, and it's a gamble that paid off for Oxford Hills. Not so much for Greeley, but they're behind. He's trying to make something happen so he can understand the play.
Yep.
Oxford Hills has the ball.
Back to Dumont in the corner. Oh man, they're heating up.
They are.
Little 2-person game there.
18-point lead. And there's no secret about what they're going to do.
No. Graver. 44-20. Graver now to inbound. 5:06 left in the third. Up top to Molly Obar. Bounces to Graver. Good look at the basket.
Good rebound by
Good rebound by
Obar.
Molly Obar. Hand off to Graver. Graver uses the pivot foot.
Not good spacing and not a lot of patience by Greeley.
This is Corbett. Swings it to Alexander. Bounce pass to Kellogg in the middle and she scores. Foul on Dumont.
42-22, Oxford Hills.
Great job by Camille coming back to the ball. But Brian, really, we got ourselves a little bit of a hole here. Taylor and Delisle for the first action of the second half for them.
20-point lead by Oxford Hills.
Let's hope we can go on a little run here, Brian. Graver left side.
That's a nice little patient
Take
take.
left hand in the foul.
Nice job by Graver. They're congested, but she was patient and waited for a little gap and found it.
Hesitation there, Brian, that maybe she didn't have on that last possession. Great job with the left hand.
Graver makes the foul shot. Maybe that's a spark from the little general. And 25-42 with 4:11 in the third quarter.
Dumont with Graver on her.
Good defense by Graver.
Elbow.
Good defense.
We gotta stop.
Let's get the ball out.
We need stops. We need stops.
Clement to Obar. That's in her wheelhouse. Nice job by Delisle. Great job by Kayla.
Great effort by Kayla Delisle on the knees.
Really picks up full court. And
Alexander in the backcourt. Good defense. Retains possession.
long three by Oxford Hills is short.
You see that, Brian, the collision between Camille and Kellogg.
I didn't see it, but it wasn't a smart play.
Estes on the inbound.
Fouls on Obar. And that is a take by Ella Kellogg.
Greeley's second team foul. Always first.
Kellogg misses the first one.
And a friendly win for Kellogg. 42-25, 3:25 left in the third.
Second one's good.
43-25. Graver. Graver. I keep saying Graver. It's not Graver, John. It's Graver. Graver touches the ball on Dumont. Abby Taylor now on Kellogg. Pass underneath.
Run that back baseline back screen a lot. Flaherty's imploring the troops to move the basketball.
He just said 3 passes, buddy.
Yeah. Coming to Graver. Screen from Delisle.
And off.
Tight. A lot of people in the same spot.
Kevin Delisle.
Not a bad shot, but nothing to show for it.
They just stopped the layup though.
And Oxford Hills throws it out of bounds.
Better job that time, Brian, of getting back on defense. Abby Taylor got in front of the driver, Kellogg. Forced the pass out of bounds. If we're going to make a run, Brian, we better start pretty quickly here.
Plenty of time, but they gotta just chip away at it. And that's not all going to happen at once. Graver to Clement, over to Obar. Good save by Graver.
Also on the floor by Taylor Delisle. Do one on the left side. To Kellogg. Neal pressures the ball. Estes to Corbett. Corbett had a good look at it.
That is, I don't know.
The Sugars underneath.
Got to travel. 1:45 left, 25:43.
And I'll just say in the NBA, there's no way that would have been called a travel.
No.
Everything in the
Not a
NBA is a
chance.
travel. 43-25, 1:45 left in the third. Oxford Hills with the timeout. And I'm just going to go on a little rant here. I think there's way too many travels called in basketball. Let them play, I say. But then again, I'm talking to a guy that never played high school basketball. So 43-25, 1:45 left. Yes. Other 1,000-point scorers, Brian, for Greeley. Looking up at the banner up there. Both of us are, I think 50 plus. Brian, I won't speak for you. But maybe you're 32 or something.
Yeah, close.
We got old Ashley Story. We talked about her.
Yes.
11:36. Michael McDevitt, 1,060 points. Matt McDevitt, 1,005 points. Of course, Anna with 1,948 points. And Austin Ganley with 1,171 points for 1,000-point scores.
One more that goes up next year.
Braver on the right side. Leaves it for Molly Olbar. And there it is. There it is.
28:43.
Molly can heat up, Brian. We have a
Yeah,
chance
she's had
here.
a lot of good looks, and
Good for
maybe
her.
it just takes one to go down for her.
Absolutely. Great release. Nice high release. Now Sugars on the left side with Kayla Delisle defending. Here's Corbett. Camille Clement defending. Molly Olbar. Now on
Good work
Kellogg.
by Graver.
Right side to Estes.
Watch the
Back
back
to
screens.
Good contest by Kayla Delisle.
Here comes
in the
Clement.
middle. We're in transition.
Reverse layup, but it falls short. Fouls on Sugars.
Kayla Delisle just does not stop working underneath.
Nope.
Rewarded for her extra effort. Now Ippolito replaces Taylor. That was a good drive by Camille. Just came up a little
Yeah.
short.
Patient. And that one's off too. Good cut.
Yep.
Just got to get a few of those to fall, and we're
Molly Olbar with Estes on her.
nice hedge by Molly Obar. I think
2-1 at the top of the key.
looks like they're probably going to play for one.
One shot. We got 20 seconds left in the third. 43-28.
I guess we're not playing for one.
Runner in
There
there.
goes in.
Makes it. Great shot. And Greeley's going to have one last look at it. 10 seconds left. 45-28. 3 seconds left now.
Shot's no good. I don't know if that's what they were looking for. 28-45. They crawled back a little bit, but that's a big hole.
We got a 17-point deficit here with the start of the fourth quarter. Road conditions coming back. We're a little bit worried about Oxford Hills heading back.
Yeah.
It was raining. Hopefully that warm temperatures continue as they head back to western Maine. Long bus ride. Coach Pelletier, two-time defending Class AA state champions. Trying to hold on here at Cumberland Center, Maine.
I don't think they have forgotten the last three. You could argue they were the best team in the state the last 2 years, but they lost to Greeley both times.
Ryan, I always thought they should take they should do an all-tournament thing at the end of the season.
That'd be fun.
Take the top two.
That'd be fun.
What a lot of fun that would be just to see.
It would.
Because in some years, I would argue that this Greeley team might have been the best team in the state.
Might have been.
In a tournament situation like that.
Yeah, it's great that they do play interclass. Let the Greeley's played the stronger AA teams the last few years, Oxford Hills and South Portland, and that's great. People want to see competitive games and not
Absolutely.
not so much the blowouts where not great for anybody. So good for Flaherty and Pelletier that they put these games on the schedule.
Absolutely. Makes both teams better at the end of the day.
There are set games they have to play in conference, but then they can request other games, and I think they've done a really good job.
That's been a change, right, since they went to the
fifth
class.
Yes.
All right, we got to stop there, Brian, now.
Gotta stop, see if we can catch
top
him.
of the key. Easy for the leader and unforced error there. Got to limit the turnovers and get some stops.
Tough to come back and score for not getting a shot off. The turnovers are just killers.
And credit to Oxford Hills with their defense.
Yep.
Passes that you can normally get away with other teams, you can't get away with this team.
Yes.
There's Kellogg now to Essence. Leaves it on that back screen again, Brian. They've been doing that all night, Oxford Hills.
And Corbett out hustles Ippolito to that one. And she out hustles her there.
Yeah.
Ippolito out hustles Corbett on the second one. And it's a foul on Corbett.
Coach Pelletier does not like that call.
Nope.
Greeley ball out of bounds. Oxford Hills with 5 team fouls. Greeley with 2. Camille Clement to inbound the ball. 7:04 left in this contest.
Ball gets inbounded to Obar. Ippolito.
Coach Flaherty has 3 good 3-point shooters and 4 good 3-point shooters in the game. Ball off the mark. Good effort by Camille. Corbett comes up with it. Over to Dumont with Ippolito guarding. Left side to Alexander. Corbett, a good look at it. Gotta stop. We need some good offensive possessions. A good 3-point shooting team, so 6 minutes left. I wouldn't say we're out of it.
Better get it going. It's a 1-3-1 for Oxford Hills now. We've got 14 green.
16 foul on Oxford Hills. One more, they'll be in the bonus.
Clement gets a rare look and isn't able to knock it in. Did they charge or travel?
They had it. Great hustle by Kayla. That really turns the ball over. 45-28, 6:11 left. Hustle by Gravier.
Graver's working hard defensively. She's not giving up. Ball goes out to
Gravier.
move it.
Coach yells, move it. He wants to see the ball moving without the dribble, preferably.
Nice pass by Ogar to Delisle, and it's good.
Good job by Molly.
30-45.
Really down by 15 with 5:36 left to play in the game. Dumont left side, back cut by Corbett.
Little runner by Corbett.
Dribble right at the defender, and then you back cut.
really is slowly moving the ball up the court. And the pace for Oxford Hills has been better.
Yes. 5 minutes left, 5:05 to be exact. 47-30. Raver
You got an out of bounds play here to get the ball in.
Is it from
Get a good shot.
Hand off to Graver. She walked. She carried that. Like she was walking home from the store with a loaf of bread. Did not
Taylor
question
replaces
Graver's effort tonight.
No,
though.
never.
She's hustled on both ends.
She's hard on herself. Polito now is on Dumont.
Great steal by Ippolito. Abby Taylor will have a layup when she picks it up.
That kind of sums up the evening.
Good steal though, good hands. Yeah, with the scoop. Really pressuring.
And this is smart Oxford Hills team. Going into the post to Sugars.
Inside.
Delisle.
Nice
And it's
left-handed
no
move.
good.
Delisle, she needs some guard help here. Ollie Obar, the top of the key. Neal is posting up. Back to the top to Ippolito. Drive left side. Leaves it for Kayla Delisle. Great entry pass.
Great pass by Ippolito.
And they got Kayla Delisle for over the back. Kayla Delisle's third foul. Greeley's fourth team foul. 47-30.
It's late, but not impossible if Greeley continues to compete, gets a few turnovers, and knocks down shot, but the game is getting out of hand.
We're running out of time, Brian. Good ball pressure by Abby Taylor, as well as Ippolito. Neal cuts off the baseline from Kellogg. There's good defense. Didn't get the loose ball.
Yeah.
It's been one of the stories of the game, Brian.
Yeah. Oxford Hills has been good getting to the 50-50 balls.
Kellogg with the left hand. Alexander in the corner.
3. And inexplicably, Rangers kind of look at the basketball. Nice job by 14 Ella Kellogg.
49-30, 3:14 left. Now, Brian, we're in a situation where we've got to look and get up a good shot very quickly. Cannot drag out our offensive possessions at this point. There's Camille in the drive. Runner in the lane. Off the backboard. Rebound Sugars. Dumont with the ball at the top of the key again over to Corbett. Dumont guarded by Ippolito. Stops, pops, misses. Rebound Abby Taylor. Camille Clement in transition. Good take. And Brian, we need good looks at threes and making them and then taking the ball to hole to stop the clock.
One of the good things about playing a good team like Oxford Hills is you realize what you have to work on.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure Greeley's going to be satisfied. Oxford Hills is the better team. They're winning by 19 points. But I think Greeley will be disappointed in loose balls, rebounding.
49.
The nights are it's going to happen when you don't shoot the ball well. But credit Oxford Hills, they didn't give a lot of easy stuff to.
They're talented. They're well coached. Camille makes them both. 49-32. With some subs in. Allie Roy, Emily Small. In for the Rangers.
That is Allie Reed number.
Allie Reed on the ball now.
Really good athlete.
Cassidy Dean back. Allie Reed brings some great energy. Good effort on the left side
by Allie Reed.
by Hallie Roy.
Allie Roy, I'm sorry. And the three-year streak of really beating Oxford Hills is going to end, and it's going to end decisively with a win by Oxford Hills. Sugars with the basket.
Yeah, great reverse layup and a great entry pass. Here's Reed with the ball, top of the key. Over to Taylor. Estes with the ball now. Fouls on Allie Roy.
White.
1:53 left, and it's 32-51.
Tristan Derenberger, leading back pass, freshman. Celia Melanson, also into the ball game.
She had a nice JV game. So you can see some young players coming along, and I think Oxford Hills is going to continue to be strong the next few years. They have a good culture and a good youth program, and they have good numbers. It's a big school.
Brian, that was Jasmine Knowles, the freshman, number 24, over the basket. Coach Pelletier takes his last starter out. Sugars. A long high pass intended for Emily Small. Celia Melanson now with the ball. Katie Halley is a junior, number 11, into the ball game. Melanson now.
Good ball movement by Oxford Hills, and that leads to a 3.
Tristan Darren, the bench can shoot the 3 as
Yeah,
well.
I think maybe they all
Great shot by freshman Tristan Derenberger. Number 12, Hallie Roy now with the ball. Handoff to number 32, Lindsay Eisenhart.
Lefty.
Bounce pass to Hallie Roy. Underneath.
They get it for a travel.
She just had it on her hip. Basket by number 24, Jasmine Knowles. Emily Small with the ball. 42 seconds left. 58-32, Oxford Hills. Allie Reed, the ball stops.
Reed,
Awesome.
it's 34-58. That way. Good showing by Oxford Hills.
6 seconds left.
And they have some depth.
Greeley's going to get another offensive possession, potentially to end the game. CL Anton, number 43, reports in for the Rangers. Emily Small now in the backcourt.
20 seconds
Guarded by
left.
Hallie.
Senior Emily Small picks up her dribble to Reed, to Roy.
7 seconds left. Emily Small with the drive.
Emily will go to the
Draws the
foul
foul.
line.
She'll get to the foul line. With 4.6 seconds left in the game.
Small misses the first one. Makes the second one.
Second. 4.6 seconds.
35-58.
See it, Brian.
And excellent win. Oxford Hill goes to 5-0, 4 good wins, and I would say this might have been their signature win. I've got to believe they had this game circled, and credit them. They played hard and played well and deserved to win.
They're talented and
Shot the ball
team.
better, and I think they got the hustle points too.
They did. They seemed to get all those, as you call them, 50-50 balls, offensive rebounds. But the effort in the second half by the Rangers was better, getting back on defense. But as Brian said, this is a game where you can learn a lot from playing really good teams. They tend to expose some of the things that you as a team need to work on. as Brian gathers up the points to do a tally. Final score here, 58-35. Oxford Hills, the two-time Class AA defending champion. The team has a lot of depth. JV team had a strong outing as well. Excellent three-point shooting team, and they also had a great post play tonight from Sugars and Alexander, in addition to outstanding play by their two fantastic guards, Cassidy Dumont and Molly Corbett, who seem to at times just play a two-person game with handoffs and threes, and Brian's got the tally of the points.
Oxford Hills finishes with 58 total points. Truman with 5, Dumont with 10, Corbett with 15, Denberger with 3, Kellogg with 15, Estes with 6, Sugar 6, Knowles with 2, and Alexander with 2. Pretty balanced scoring. And for Greeley, just not a lot of numbers there. Camille Clement finishes with 14. Allie Reed 2, Chelsea Graver 8, Emily Small 1, Molly Obar 3. Had some good looks, but just didn't fall. Cassidy Dean 2 and Kayla Delisle 2. It's just not enough points unless you have a really staunch defense.
That's right.
And they didn't have that tonight.
Molly hit that three, I think midway through the third quarter. I thought maybe, hey, here we go, but she didn't get enough. She didn't get enough looks, and that's a credit really to the Oxford Hills defense.
Yeah, and you kind of thought Greeley was going to make a run. They're going to hit, between Obar and Clement and Graver, they'd get a little run going, but very few open looks for Clement in the second half. I think Oxford Hills did a nice job. I think maybe 1 3 attempt that I remember.
Yeah, as I said, I think every time she caught the ball, she had 2 defenders on her.
Yeah.
And our game plan coming in was to pressure the guards, but Oxford Hills did a great job pressuring our guards.
Yeah, Oxford Hills has smart guards, good guards. They do a nice job. And coming over to say hello is one of my favorite people I've met over the years, Sim Colby, father of Jules Colby, two of the